Oh, look at that handsome fella in the corner.
Look at that, furry.
Don't even. I will punch your butt.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
I feel like me and your wife agree that we're not.
Boka.
What?
Why are there no fish in your fish nets?
I don't want to hear anything about my fish nets. My fish nets are perfect the way they are. They make me happy, and that's all that matters.
The Frigate, the museum.
Well, until Sky gets here, do you want to do some reacts with me?
Yes.
We're gonna do some quick reacts, chat. I doubt we're gonna get through all of them. Because Sky was just finishing up some chore stuff she needed to do.
I always wanted to become a React-tuber.
You didn't? You can do it.
No.
I believe in you. You gotta be good at it, though. Else you'll get roasted. Stealing people's content.
My trademark isn't being good at things, I'm pretty sure. It's looking sexy.
I want to laugh, but I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Very sexy.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's see if this works.
We're gonna react to some FLEEKAZOID guys. You know that guy, right? The funny guy?
FLEEKAZOID.
FLEEKAZOID. React to our Fleeky.
We had that in you know, Danish dub in Denmark.
Freaky Flocky.
The Freaky Flocka.
You made the dog on Warframe? You better not have named it me. I can only be a Volpothia Panthera. The only allowed dog. That or the biggest Kubrau.
Hey, Benny.
Those are the only things allowed. I have to be very useful. Here we go. FLEEKAZOID!
Anniversary of the Worst Game Awards. I'm John Fleeky, and today we're going to bring all your favorite franchises up on stage and execute them right in front of your eyes while all these idiots clap. Hey, yeah. All right, go ahead, bring that first one up here. Fuck you, Fable. Now, before we get into the worst games, if you're expecting Dustborn to top this list, you can go ahead and expect that right now. I see Dustborn on the same level as Furry, Hitler, or any of the other hundreds of random shovelware that flops on Steam every day. And if you're saying, Fleek, you son of a bitch, there's a big difference between those two, you're right.
Did he just roast the heck out of Dustborn? Yes, he did.
One of them has a sequel, but I'm getting off track.
Furry Hitler has a sequel.
Point is, as far as I'm concerned, Dustborn did it right. Go
Didn't
kill
even know that, but alright.
Yeah, no,
you learn something new every day.
Where no one will ever see it instead of over here on a franchise I like, because that's
well,
how
he's not wrong. One has a sequel and one doesn't.
They were so focused on making their own self-inserts.
Well, he's not exactly wrong.
It had bland combat, shallow RPG mechanics, and the best part of the story is when
technically
it ends.
correct.
You know
the best kind of correct.
If Dragon Age is not at the top of this list, I'm gonna say it right now, it better be.
When gamers are more interested in what your fired employees are making.
I don't think I've ever seen a franchise murder as bad as Dragon Age.
Helldivers 2 from March to September. Now you may be wondering why the hell did
I love how he's like, from March to September. Here's the thing about Helldivers. Sony needs to stop being petty and let all the people that were able to play it before play it now.
I got the bug again. There's one of the other ones that's also fricked.
Wait, what? What was one of the other mods breaking?
Yeah, I added everything back.
This game is higher than Veilguard, and that's because they actually released a great
obviously cut that out, Lock-On.
game, then ruined it almost immediately. How the hell do you go from being this year's biggest sensation to its biggest disappointment in less than a month?
A lot of fun
20-something years
with these
to do that.
terrible trace logs.
First, they banned the game in 177 inferior.
Like, one could make the argument in any of those countries that Sony's being racist. Because the game was allowed there, and now it's not. Only because they won't allow PlayStation Plus. But the game doesn't require PlayStation Plus anymore.
I'm mostly mad they don't let the Filipinos play. We need more cute Filipinos in gaming.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Filipinos have some great
people have the ability to
that we need in gaming.
Technically, you could sue Sony, and they would have to change it, even without being like actually going through with the suit. the second news places start talking about it, it's going to portray them as racist. Because that's one of the particular countries that's banned.
It would be hard to sue them in the Philippines if they don't really have a department there.
Well, no, the idea is they've only banned the countries that don't allow PlayStation Plus. I mean, not PlayStation Plus,
PSN.
PSN. Here's the thing, you can't do that if it has nothing to do with that.
So are you telling me a corporation shouldn't maximize profit at the cost of morals?
Well, here's the thing that's really stupid. They're literally hurting the game by banning it from those.
Oh yeah, no,
it's not
definitely.
required anymore. You can't require it. They rolled that back.
I don't think it ever recovered from that debacle.
Well, no, this recent update got a lot of people back.
Yeah, but it's never as good as it used to be before.
True. But like, if they let these 177 countries back.
Okay, so the shelter, I removed the shelter. I'm still getting it.
Happy New Year, sister. Thank you.
Sister Midnight.
Yeah. Sister was going to join us, but it's super late for them.
It also just made them seem scummy as people. Yeah.
Like, no, the part with the 77 countries is they are being petty.
Well, they're being Japanese.
Well, no, it's... People don't realize this, but no, Sony's not Japanese. They've been not Japanese for a while. That's why no one trusts them with Japanese products anymore. And that's why Japan hates Sony. Because Sony literally got rid of their Japanese department.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just remove the survival warehouse?
Your countries, God bless America, American titties, American guns, and American fireworks.
I'm not going back. Don't ask.
Their words, not mine. And then after they cut the player count by 75%, their only question was...
That's what I'm saying. What people don't realize, those 177 countries, that's 75% of the players that were on the game. They would almost double the player base if they just added it back.
And I could play with all the cute femboy Filipinos again.
My God, shut up.
How do we get the other 25? By nerfing just about everything, player.
See, they already got, like, a lot of the people back when they buffed everything back up. Like, I kept telling people, that's gonna get fixed, because the guy, let him have time to get, like, back in the...
Pilestead?
Like, the guy that was the...
Yeah, so the
leader, but he wanted to go back to being a dev.
Exactly. So the short version is that Pilestead used to be a creative director, but then he went into more of a CEO role.
Yeah.
And then he got the guy from My Neighbor 2, who fucked that game over because they're friends. He gave him the job for balancing. And that dude was doing it based on usage statistics, not actually what was fun. And yeah, Hello Neighbor 2, that's the game. Thanks.
He was being incredibly stupid.
He was being incredibly stupid, and he was testing on mostly difficulty 3 because he was actually bad at the game.
Which is hilarious. Like, I was wondering why they kept nerfing the fire-based shotgun that they first released.
Streaming himself playing at one point, and he was playing on 3 and sucking harder than you.
I play on 7. Of course I got it. I'm gonna suck. I don't play it enough.
Have you tried the new one, the Super Hell Dive?
No. I have played on 7 against
There's new Striders on Super Hell Dive that are like up armor.
Apparently, you're supposed to add 5 to whatever your difficulty is when you face the Illuminati. Because it's basically that. Like, their difficulty is way higher than normal difficulty.
Yeah.
And like, I do kind of okay there, but I still die a lot.
And give it a chance. No, but it's all water under the bridge.
But yeah, my point was just that they hired a guy that had no idea what he was doing gameplay-wise, and
7 countries are still
he
banned,
already had a track record of fucking up other games, and then
they messed up with the drop of the new pack. But here's the thing about that pack. It was a new thing. It's a collab. They're not sure how to price it while still being fair. But they still need to make money on said pack. Because you gotta realize, as a collab pack, they're getting about maybe half the money.
Also, I'm pretty sure they're forced from Sony's side to do it.
Yeah. Sony's forcing them to add these packs. And they wanted to make it fair, but they also needed to make money or Sony would get mad.
And they did say in a post following it that they were taking a lot of customer feedback and was going to change it in the future.
To show like how sincere they are, they literally gave away the second part of the pack.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They
You
gave
locked
it to
in and
you.
you got the sniper.
Yeah, you got the sniper, you got the helmet, the armor, and the cape.
About what I just said before. Get up here. I got a handcrafted trophy for you. Just kidding. It's an empty box. Fuck off my stage. Go back to your booster seat. Number 3. How can we forget about this year's biggest loser, the quadruple XL?
I want you all to know, if this is number 3, then Dragon Age has to be 1.
Flop overweight war.
I don't know what number 2 is, but I know it has to be 1.
I said die where no one else will see it. When you spend 400
How do you feel about Dragon Age
Concord
slandering dragons?
Concord was a travesty. Like, I saw that game failing before it came out.
I love that the moral of the story of Concord is that it's okay to gaslight and lie to people if you don't like them.
Basically.
Dollars now.
But if they do it to you, it's wrong.
Oh, are you talking about the Dustborn game?
Yeah. You
Dustborn
literally have a superpower where you can gaslight people
Yeah.
and mind control them, but if they do it, it's evil.
Yeah. Well, I saw that one failing too, but this one I saw failing far and away. Anyone that bought this game,
of Concord,
I don't know what you were thinking.
Market of hero shooters, it actually came at the perfect time to penetrate the market. Fellas, somehow after 8 years of development hell, they managed to perfectly line up their release date to be exactly when Overwatch fell off and left a wide open door for any decent hero shooter to take their spot. Now, unfortunately for Concord, that door was not wide enough for DAW, so Marvel Rivals slipped in there instead. Here's the slow and wide.
Here's the slow and wide from Marvel Rivals. Is it a good game? Yes. Do they need to fix balancing ASAP? Yes.
Have you seen the censorship?
Is there censorship in Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, if you try to say
stuff
you're
talking about the Chinese stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious.
It's insane. You can't even write Winnie the Pooh in the chat.
That's hilarious. I hope they weren't hoping on having any kind of competitive scene. That's the reason Hearthstone died.
I'm just tired of having like stuff in like Western games. Like, why do we have Chinese censorship in Western games?
Because China no like. But like if they were hoping for any type of competitive scene, they just like they killed it with that, because that's the reason Hearthstone died. Because people got disillusioned. That and Hearthstone kept releasing bad patch after bad patch. That combined with all that controversy killed it.
Don't need to play as characters that deadlift 400 pounds every time they get up.
But what's hilarious, if they start releasing those free-to-play experiences again, they probably bring it back
from a chair, because one's more than enough.
But they
other
won't,
than making Overwatch worse by putting its gameplay on DAW's diet and budget cutting the roster, the only unique value out of Concord was that they were gonna add weekly cinematics. Sony, not again. Come over here. Listen, we already have 15 seasons of Man vs. Food. We didn't need to see DAW go for another 20. You finally made a game that didn't have 30-minute walk and talk alongs, and it won Game of the Year. Look at that, buddy. Todd.
I love how everyone's like claiming Sony made this game. No, a Japanese company made this game.
I mean,
Sony
let's be fair.
Is the publisher.
Sony doesn't make. Yeah, Sony doesn't make games.
Sony did crap all. And the reason Astrobot did good, guess what? Is because they had no say in everything that happened in the game. Someone was smart and was like, let them do what they want. And when Astrobot was like, hey, can we kind of do a Little Big Planet thing where we / Super Smash Bros. Thing where we like reference tons of your games and like give little trophies and stuff. And whoever said yes, smartest person alive in Sony right now.
Wasn't even up there. No,
it's not even that smart. It's just
because of his
like what people don't realize is Little Big Planet 2 was an amazing game. It could have been so much. Little Big Planet 3 even was so good. Little Big Planet 2 did what Little Big Planet 3 should have done. Little Big Planet 3 should have been way bigger. And then the next game they made was crap. Because it's not what Little Big Planet was about. Because I used to be a creator on Little Big Planet. I was recently starting to make I was starting to make my own maps.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Doctor. Thank you for the raid.
Monkey.
Anyways, what I'm saying is take a hint. Please just surrender. I'm sorry, I meant Ubisoft. Where you at? Number 2, Ubisoft. Please just surrender to Tencent already. After all those times you Frenchies surrendered, now's when you start putting up a fight? But all kidding aside, Tencent's just a new flavor of shit, pimps. But Ubisoft, you've been fucking up for years.
You hear that
kind of brought
Tencent
this
are
on
thinking
yourself.
of buying out
You've ruined half
Ubisoft?
your IPs, the other half you've forgotten about. And because
I don't know why people still buy Ubisoft games. Why anyone cares about Ubisoft games at this point. Like, there's an argument to be made that they still made good games after Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But here's the thing. Was anything better than it? No. That was when their games started going downhill.
Wait, that's when it started going downhill for you?
Yeah, I noticed it. Like, some people...
It was way before. They killed Splinter Cell. No,
that was when they started losing good games. When they started, all their other games started going downhill is after Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was their best game. I would say it ties with Black Flag. I will give you credit where credit's due. Black Flag was really good. Did it have as much as Brotherhood? No. But it was its own thing, so it counts.
I'm still mad they killed Splinter Cell.
We're all mad. But,
I grew up with that game.
The second Black Flag released, every single game since then died. The reason I say Brotherhood was the last good time is because that's the last time the actual creator of Assassin's Creed was allowed on one of the games. All the story after that, not his doing. They completely ruined his story.
Yeah, Benny, I feel like that's an issue in general with Ubisoft games, is they lack density.
What I want is Sony to give the rights to Assassin's Creed to the original creator.
I found the one that's breaking.
What was it?
It's the Rosewood Bunker one.
Yeah, I figured it might be that one still.
So I'm gonna add the other stuff back and see if it breaks again.
Okay. And we should be ready after.
Your NFT game, I just discovered you got Rayman somewhere doing coke off a cowgirl's ass. Listen, I'll wish list that and research that later. It's not the point. The point is they're at number 2 because...
Wait, what? Rayman
number 1 company that needs to die is Ubisoft. I'm just tired of their crap. And when they die, you know what's amazing?
And could they take Activision and Blizzard with them?
Oh yes, please. But you know what's crazy? Guess what happens when Ubisoft dies? Well, actually, is it
we don't
Ubisoft
need
or
to deal
EA?
with French people anymore?
It's either EA or Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure it's Ubisoft, but when they die,
EA is not gonna, as long as they have their sports games.
The Ubisoft launcher dies, and guess what that means?
someone else can buy the IPs.
Well, that, and I'm hoping the creator of Assassin's Creed gets to have his baby back.
Well, no, because Tencent is gonna buy it.
I sure hope Tencent doesn't buy it, because I'll talk about Tencent later. But
yeah, they already discussed going private and then having Tencent buy them out.
But here's the thing. I want them to die. And I think Tencent needs them to die, at least for a little bit. But that the Ubisoft launcher dies. Because once that dies, guess what? All of the Assassin's Creed games instantly get 100 times better. Because they're not forced into a launcher that no one wants to download.
I mean, you are aware that all Tencent games come with their own launcher that's all Chinese spyware.
But you wanna know what the crazy thing is? They don't shove it down people's throat.
Oh, true.
Whereas Ubisoft tries to shove it down people's throat. And how Sony's trying to shove it down your throat. Which, by the way, I'm boycotting any game where they try to shove it down my throat.
I remember how fucking... It was the deal breaker for some of my friends when the new Mass Effect needed Origin.
Oh yeah, it is a deal breaker. Screw that. I'm not getting Origin. I used Origin for a little bit, saw nothing of worth in it, deleted it. Didn't care.
Hey, at least you tried it.
Yeah, I tried it. They don't even have the standard features. That's what
you still can't gift games on Epic Store.
Yeah, that's why Epic Store is not downloaded, but I take every single free game now. Because eventually they'll get it right, but guess what? By then, I'll have an entire library of games, and I won't ever have to buy a game on your platform.
Ubisoft made so much dog shit this year, I had to lump it into one worst game so they didn't take over the entire goddamn...
And the second EA realizes they're just screwed in that department, and they let Steam host their games, guess what? I got a lot of extra free games on my Steam library.
This year's been a mag dump of blanks for them.
They started
2024 by launching their quadruple A mobile game that cost them $200 million to make.
There's only one other launcher I would even consider, and that's GOG.
Which started as a Black Flag DLC, by the way, so I guess they spent 11 years and $200 million making that game worse. Then they launched the Call of Duty killer X Defiant, which was killed by Call of Duty.
Just automatically
What's funny about Steam that people don't understand, the only reason they have a monopoly is they grew into it. They didn't buy other people.
There was other platforms at the time.
Platform
Steam,
offer tons of value.
So Gaben talked about this, and he said that their strategy was basically just to let the competition kill itself.
Yeah.
And just
because he's right. Do nothing. Just be nice to your customers, and you will destroy the competition. Because all the other ones will slowly try to push the envelope to make money. More money and make more money when they don't realize. If you're already making money, why push it?
I think my only issue with Steam is their CS:GO gambling.
I love
targeted at young people.
Me back in 2012. Having to make an EA account to play a single player game feels weird, but I'm sure Dragon Age 2 will be worth it.
Uno Reverse.
Outlaws was so boring, not even the people who bought it played it, and they kept...
Outlaw was... I'm sorry. This is why EA needs to die and just go to their sports games. Because for whatever reason, people still buy those. Even though it's the same game every freaking year, they're just monetizing the hell out of you. Because they know you're dumb. They treat you like idiots. You don't understand how much money they're scamming off of you with those games.
Off the year by delaying the final nail in their
the player roster, Boka.
Replacing their big finale instead with not one.
Something a free DLC could have done.
You need to release an entirely new game to update the player roster, Boka.
You're being sarcastic, right? Just to be sure.
2 NFT games. Be honest with me now.
Oh, the NFT games. Don't get me started.
Now Ubisoft,
did you see Ubisoft recently made a
They did.
NFT
They made a
game?
it's Rayman.
No, they made another one.
Did they?
And it came out and there was no marketing for it. I'll send you a link.
Oh my god.
Did you inhale to cook up these brilliant ideas? Did you guys make this in a
What's
week?
sad about these NFT games is they're not even like made to any kind of standard. They're just crap games.
And if so, why? Ubisoft flopped so many games this year, now they gotta pray for some El Salvadorian cartel to launder money via snow-sniffing Rayman NFTs. Moving on. No, wait, hang on a second. I forgot that they
also tried to put NFTs in.
You know what's hilarious? Y'all hear that?
What did I hear?
But anyways,
I found the link. I don't know if you want to read this article.
I'm sorry guys, you're gonna hear some hammering. I think Papa's doing something outside.
I can't hear it.
I'm sure chat can though. But
it's alright, so did everyone else. But this last...
What's hilarious about... I was trying to remember what I was gonna say. What's hilarious about the Prince of Persia game?
Oh god,
I was one of the people that they gave...
Prince of Persia.
They gave a review copy to. And you're probably wondering, but Boka, you never played that on stream. I decided not to because I realized it was just a demo. I am not going to play a demo unless you pay me to.
Well, it's not even a demo. It's
and it's not even a demo.
Ad.
You can play an ad basically.
Yeah.
And that's what pissed me off. Like I wasn't told that at the start. But when it came time to download it and stuff, they're like, "Oh, this," and I was like, "Wait, so you're gonna let the people that downloaded it before suffer, and anyone that downloaded it just now, the day before you cut this off, have the full copy?" Because I asked them, I'm like, "Can I have the full copy?" And they're like, "No, you downloaded it already. Like, you already got the link." I'm like, "But it says here that I can have it if I have the link." And they're like, "No."
Computer says no.
Oh no, it was the company themselves. And I was like, "Oh, okay, then screw you. I'm not playing it then. You're gonna screw me over, I'm gonna screw you over."
Should I give my my reading voice a go and read the start of the article for people?
The start of the article for Prince of Persia?
No, for the NFT game they released recently.
After this.
Never seemed a possibility. If you truly love video games like I do, this moment is for all of us. And the winner of this year's worst game of the year is Todd. Sit your ass back down. You can't even win a worst game award. No, Suicide Squad. Bye, Arkham Bet.
Suicide Squad? I think I missed where I saw him mentioning Dragon Age. He might have said that was even a bigger slop of a game. Which I would agree with. Yeah, I guess I would give it to Suicide Squad.
I completely forgot that game existed.
Me too. You know, I saw a short where someone was like, Dragon Age, what you call it? What is it? Dragon Age Veilguard? Enjoyers Rise Up. Veilguard Enjoyers Rise Up, and guess what? It had 2 likes. And I was like, why am I seeing this short? And I was like, I clicked on the "Don't show me this channel again." I was like, no.
Man, at least this
so
time
where is the mission in the Ekron Mansion start?
I bet you forgot this piece of shit even came out this.
Ironically, he's right. We did forget it came out.
Year. So did I just added it 5 minutes before I was about to publish the video. Listen, I've got 3 videos on this game. I'm done talking about it. The game was bad, the cash shop was bad, and all the post-launch content was like an IV drip of cyanide. We got the Twinkler, Mr. Mrs. Freeze Fire, whatever they...
I don't even want to say anything about
identify as. Then we got the social justice daughter of a hitman, and then just a chill guy. After all that, we got a regular old comic book character, truly amazing. Their death rattle was a moment of clarity. Good for you, Rocksteady, but I'll never forget you took our Batman from Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, and Arkham Knight, then shot him not on a lazy boy, not on a Natuzzi sofa, not on a lawn chair with a soft padded seat that has floral embroidery, but on a park bench. Fuck you, Rocksteady. The only thing you should be remaking is your resume for when your studio shuts down. I will never let this go. My hate for this game is generational. I'm gonna put my hate for this game in my will so my grandkids inherit that shit. Then I'm gonna take all my anger and go have a wonderful time with my family. And I hope all you pimps have a holly jolly Christmas too.
God damn it, I love FLEEKAZOID.
Stellar Blade update. And on January
FLEEKAZOID.
He's amazing. He's amazing though.
I wish I was amazing.
You wish you were amazing? Oh shit. Alright, let's see if Sky's ready.